Hi Shadun, that's good. How you doing? Awesome. Hi Face Fan, doing alright? Oh, what just happened? Thank you for the resubscription, Lightning Doggo. Been a while. Hi Zero, hi Chad Norris. Yeah, 12 months. It's been a while. How you doing? Hi Zero again. How you doing? Things are doing weird on the settings today. Okay, should be alright now. It's been like 6 months, yeah, since I'm still playing this. Yeah, I'd love to play more of Inscription, but yeah, I created a second channel which is titled Just a Little More on YouTube, where I can stream other games, and yeah, we could play Inscription there from time to time if people want to. Because yeah, it has been a while. I would need to restart a new playthrough on Inscription. Okay, going to start the game. Can no logs become Stormbringer? Of course not. Question, do you have a twin trickster or not? No, I do not yet have a twin trickster in the game. Well, I have seen a bunch of twins, but I don't really work with those because a lot of people already are doing whatever already on YouTube. The law I gotta drop to you, man. Alright. Don't you have a Discord? Yes, I have a Discord. It's in the description on my YouTube channel, which is also linked to my Twitch channel.
Zog and his acolytes have been cleansed by fire, but Mordor is not yet yours.
Okay, so today will be another random, you know, stomping creation. We never know what we're going to get. The Discord link on your Twitch is expired. Really? Uh, Zero, could you do me a solid and contact by messages Lightning the Go and send him a link to my Discord, please? You want to see an Iron Mount stomping her. Can't be done for two reasons. Well, one reason. He's riding cargo. So when they ride cargoes, they cannot be transformed into Stormbringers or shamed into becoming the Unashamed. It's not going to work. You don't see a link on the YouTube either. Really? Well, you can search on YouTube just little me, Shadow of War, and you'll see me. Oh, yeah, the long-haired dog, yeah. Well, he's got a haircut now. I think I'm not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that? Oh, well, Lightning the Go found my YouTube channel, so it should be able to. No, I mean, on the stream I'm doing right now, on my YouTube description, there's a link to my Discord. It should be updated. I thought I did not need to on the Twitch, but apparently I do need to. But it's also kinda risky on Twitch because you might just get the scammer joining in and saying, "Hey, look at my stuff, people!" No, I said you can link, well, you can message them. No? On YouTube, it's a link to your YouTube. What? It's a link to... What the Is it you, Pochita? How come it's a link to my... Let me just check something. What? I have a Twitch account link on my YouTube channel, and there's a Discord link. It says, if anyone's interested, I need to update this message. I recently created a Discord server where people can talk about their favorite Nemesis story, make requests for videos, simply chat. And there's the Discord link. There's no YouTube link. I see Pachita, so maybe that's Lightning the Go? Ah, well, welcome to the Discord, Lightning the Go. It works, Zero, thank you. Alright, so we've got the random spawn, so hopefully we are going to find something decent to work with. I'm going to lower the difficulty to make the worms spawn more often. I do scammers and ads together, it's annoying all the time. Yeah, they keep showing up in your streams, they're like, hey, what's your job? Do you have any amount of money you'd like to spend on my work? I am a real person. Yeah, my streams are still pretty calm, really. Well, I have to speak loudly a bit more for the Stormbringer creation because people know me for guides and stuff. Yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, unfortunately, not that many people are interested in watching Inscription streams. Which is a shame, because I really love this game. But yeah, mostly people are watching my streams for Shadow stuff. Yeah, there's a pure blood, but I can't transform him into a Stormbringer, so you know. I mean, during the weekend, I'm usually planning on streaming different games. Like lately, I have been streaming with Bashi and Zero. We've been streaming Binding of Isaac on multiplayer. Me as a, you know, a noob, and them as trying to hold me by the hand, basically, through the game. But other times we can, you know, stream inscriptions if people are watching. Yeah, we can make beast stage or slash phase. But today's stream is to be relaxed because tomorrow I have to go out to take care of taxes. So, you know, just doing something simple. The slash phase or immortal or beast would just give me more of a headache than anything else in this stream. Yeah, taxes. That's a big rat. Who's a big rat? Ah, the rat. Yeah, that's a big rat. That's a rat who ate other rats. I remember when I turned 18, we talked about a bunch of adult stuff. Well, you know, how are things going in the US? Other than tariffs. Now into non-moving. Yeah, I lowered it to easy mode to be able to, you know, pick up the worms. I don't want to spend 30 minutes looking for 2-3 worms. We've got a bunch of Ologs today. No real potential Stormbringers. Yeah, the Harry we could transform into slash face if we wanted, but not today. The first one. Yeah, it looks funny. And no matter the voice that he spawns with, they usually do the howling. Like they, you know, as their battle cry. How about we don't make Stormbringers and we work on Ologs for once? The thing with Ologs is that... Hi Dynamic. Dynamic is here? The thing with Ologs is that if I am to make a Stitch, for example, the Stitch requires already one death in this game. So if I were to kill this guy and he comes back, alright, we can make a Stitch. If we turn this guy into a slash face, it's too late in the game for it to be a certainty. So, and the beast, it would basically turn the Harry into naked Harry. So, Harry. Alright, well, this game is basically like what people compare too often as Pokemon game. But in this case, it's Lord of the Ring orcs. So you meet an orc, and he's always going to comment on your interaction with them. So they're like, hey, you know, you killed my brother, so I'm going to avenge him. And, you know, you can kill them one way or the other as long as it's not a permanent kill. Doesn't make sense if you don't know what I'm talking about, but they can cheat death with scars and say, hey, you remember when you burned me to death? Well, I didn't die. And he's going to come back with a bunch of burns, melted face and stuff, and he might just get new traits that makes him stronger, you know. And they're all basically random. Yeah. And you can die to a random grunt down there, and he's going to become his own captain. And most people know me on YouTube, can say that, as, you know, somebody who makes guides on how to make Stormbringers, which is apparently one of the hardest death cheaters to create in this game. That's Pal World. I've heard of Pal World, but it's basically the same thing to me as Pokemon, because I have never played either, never got into Pokemon. I just know that people compare this game to Pokemon because you're always looking for, you know, the perfect, NPC to add to your army and stuff. Medieval, yes. Medieval Pokemon, I guess. Yeah. Why they are making a dating sim? What are you talking about, a dating sim? There's no dating simulator for Shadow War. Oh, and don't worry, Lightning Doggo is just inside jokes between the mods. They're saying they hate each other or they love each other, and it's going to switch back and forth. You are mine. Talking about Pal World. I don't know, never played Pal World, never played Pokemon, so I can't say. That's just weird. Yeah, but people can be into whatever they want. Well, I am not playing this game anyway, so that's not going to change anything in my life. People are doing whatever they want with their lives. That's the doing. That's not me. I'm not judging people, I'm just leaving them to do whatever they want. It's just, you know. No need to, you know, tell me more about it. It's not a game I'm going to play anyway. So there won't be any dating simulator Tower World on my channel. No, I'm not saying that you're playing or anyone in my chat is playing the game. I'm just not interested in learning more about it. It's just what people do, and I say let them live, and we'll live our own lives. So far I've got nothing to really work with here, so I'm going to leave for another region. The terror into Stormbringer. The terror is kind of meh. I would be more looking into the nightmare, but unless people really want to see him into a Stormbringer. Like I said, I'm not really interested in Pokemon or Pal World, so I would be feeling really weird just playing it. It has never been something I'm into ever since my childhood. People are like, hey look, I collect Pokemons! I'm like, alright. So, do people really want me to turn this terror into the Stormbringer? We can try another set of captains. Then give me my money back. You spent your money on what? You want to torture me by making me play Palworld. You want me to cringe all the way? Ugh. But, you know it costs money, right? Which is something I don't have right now. Use your points on something I can do during a live stream. I mean, if you really want me to play Palworld, I guess put it in the suggestion box on Discord or something. But that's not really a game I would enjoy. It's like, what are we doing with plushies in this game? Terraria? I don't know if I have Terraria. Do I have Terraria? I don't know. Don't play Bass. That's not what I want to see. That's not something I want to play. Do you have recommendations for a game like Shadow of War that's still active? a game like Shadow of War, well, they patented the idea of Nemesis system for 11 years, so there's no other games other than what you'd say, like, you know, Animal Crossing is basically the same thing, I guess. People are into Animal Crossing, or Pokemon, or Palworld. That's basically the Nemesis system that already existed before it was patented or something. Play Terraria with Dynamic to make him happy.
Hey! Been looking for me? Lucky for you, I've been hunting you down too. Suppose I'm just better at it.
Just going to take care of this guy real quick.
You think I'm new? Don't go angry! Just go away!
That's the correct voice, yes, it's Nolan North. But I don't feel like this guy would make for a very interesting Stormbringer. Who's the idiot archer who's shooting at me? You're on my side, and you're one thing with me.
Them too!
Why are you letting it shine what I didn't believe you to? What?
I know we got victuals stored up, but where are we getting our supplies from? From our
I'm missing a bunch of chat, so
way.
people need to give me a chance of reading stuff while I'm being attacked by a random captain. You asked me a question. What did you ask me? What do you think of Assassin's Creed? I played the first Assassin's Creed. I thought it was decent, and that was the end of the Assassin's Creed series for me. But they've got basically the same controls as, you know, Shadow War, Shadow Mordor, climbing stuff, you know. But doesn't have the same collect enemies and recruit them stuff. So Neck Ripper wins against Gut Ripper. Gut Ripper? Well, Neck Ripper was from Nern? You didn't know he was a child. I'm not asking people their age. The Shredder. Do you have a Neck Ripper? There's no Neck Ripper. There's no Neck Ripper. You ripped the Gut Ripper's neck. That was... Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I'm not asking people their age, you know. So, people who were simply joining the streams and being active and want to become a mod to, you know, make sure that people are not acting like assholes, I find them mature enough to do the job. So if you don't think that dynamic is old enough, well, mature enough to become a mod and take out the bots and stuff, just tell them. Like I said, I'm not asking people. This is story time. Something happened before. Alright, you'll send me a message. I'll read it later. But yeah, as long as people are, acting mature, they can mod on my channels. There was some competition between him and Zero about, terminating bots during the stream on Twitch
is now much smaller.
and annoying people on YouTube. There hasn't been that many annoying people on YouTube. I'm surprised you haven't played Skyrim. What makes you think I haven't played Skyrim? On stream, I don't really see what I would be streaming on Twitch on Skyrim. I would be playing Skyrim again if I were to mod it, but I would be busy most of the time just modding the thing, like adding Hunter Bone again. And Frostfall, is it still a thing?
You are mine.
The Nemesis system in Skyrim. Imagine you just killed somebody and shows up again in Skyrim like, you remember me? I was the Necromancer in that dungeon. Now I'm in this one.
Come out, you little snake! Suffer me now!
Were you a mage or knight build? I was a sneaky archer, like basically everybody who's been through Skyrim. Oh yeah, Zero, like he said, basically is making sure that people are not being jerks in the chat. How many Stormbringers do you have now? I have 5. I stopped counting. I always create new ones. The Shy? Yeah. Stealth Archer is the best way to play in the early game. It's the best way to play in a full Skyrim game with DLC and stuff. You're just stealthily just shooting enemies in the head, and if you've got the headshot mod, you can insta-kill them, but they can also insta-kill you. No, there's no disrespect, they just learn about theirs, that's all. I mean, that's a fair concern, you know? But I usually get out of it in the game when I have more power. I mean, if I get bored, I'm going to... Well, back in the day when I was playing Skyrim, I would do a fist character who would just punch his way to victory. It's a real struggle. ban. Okay. Okay, so who did you ban exactly? Was it a bot or just sorry. Okay, it's just a bot. Ah, good. Thank you, Dynamic. One of those times I haven't seen a bot. Okay. So far I'm very disappointed in the captains we've got. Can't really work on Stonebringer. I mean, we could work on this guy, but he would look basic. The thief? Nah. Ouch.
Good hit. Now kill him.
Alright, no problem. Twisted? Nah. Other than his rogue, not going to be very interesting. But yeah, I hope life has been kind to you, Lightning Duo, since last we spoke. Because yeah, it has been some time. Yes, I do mean to play some more of Inscription, even if people mostly care about Shadow War. Because I really like Inscription. Move the Protector. Well, you're a cargo rider, so that's a shame. And you've been doing a good job. Thank you. Don't kill the worm, please.
You will obey!
Protector looks good, except he lacks the helmet. Yeah, and the cargo. Yeah. Well, you've got a Manhunter again. You know, on Discord I shared how I turned a certain Manhunter into a Stormbringer again, after turning him into a Necromancer. But this is all for the guide again. But yeah, it's not about the age, it's about the way people act. If someone is mature enough to do the police work on my channels, then sure. Because we did have people who were, you know, immature that we had to ban. So it's nice to have people take care of this job for me. That way I can be lazy and just play. And yeah, I know about age and maturity. For example, my sister is older than me, and yet, well, people know about her. So, yeah. Like I said, if they can do a fine job as moderator, then you know they're mature enough. I know, and you did a fine job too. I know. Because my inscription stream were much before I started, you know, streaming Shadow of War, but I did Shadow of War content more than, you know, inscription. I don't think there's a beef between you. I think it's more like they want to know what's up. Oh, we've got the warlock again. We found a better warlock. Is he really better than the last one? I mean, we haven't sent him to the garrison and, you know, sent him to the...
There, he came back. Blood and pain.
And necromancers are not really fun to turn into death cheaters.
Would you rather be killing pink skins than orcs?
Yeah, please. Like I said, people are curious about who's who in the chat. So let's not stop a fight. Let's not stop a fight. Keep fighting! Let's not start a fight where there is no need to. I'm very disappointed with the captains, really. But yeah, if you want to talk more about inscription, Lightning to Go, like old time, we can still talk right now about it. I do have good news. I got the slash phase this weekend, and what is funny is the same log, aka the Swift that you use. I'm doing a test tomorrow with 2 logs still, is the suspicious. I don't think the suspicious can be turned into anything else. Same as the boar. Yeah, I don't think they can be changed. Your luck has not been great today. Well, it really is great. Not PO3, just Toad, if that makes sense. Mr. Toad. Yeah. It's a decent card for the cost of blood to play on the board. But it's just annoying whenever it's like, oh, total misplay. Like, shut up, I just put the card down. And then you see the misplay counter at the end, like, shut up. Why don't you let Grunt skill you to make better captains? Alright, I can do that. We could do that in Seragos. We're here, right now.
I've spotted the filthy talk.
Are you okay with this guy being the new Stormbringer, people? Part of maturity is knowing when you're wrong. Well, like I said, people were uninformed about the situation and they cleared it out over a talk, so let's get back to what's important. Can we do it in Gorgoroth instead? I mean, we could do it in Gorgoroth,
Good.
not that it's
Our
going to
army has
change
been
anything,
productive.
but sure. People, please. You know what maturity is? To let bygone, you know, let water flow under the bridge. Please, people. There's no, you know, need to fight over who's right or wrong. It was a discussion between you. It ended.
Thrak.
Thrak the merchant. I don't think merchants can become Stormbringers because of their heads. Somehow it prevented them when I tried it. I don't want a failed stream again. Because they're bald, they can't become Stormbringer. I don't know. It's not because they're bald. It's just because I don't know. I tried to make one into a Stormbringer. And you know how easily I can make Stormbringers. So I'm guessing it's something about their head just being the way they are. Because this guy is not going to change appearance, okay? He's got the same look. No matter his class, he can appear as a hunter, an archer, a warrior. He's got always the same head. He can have different eye colors, but he's got the same head, the same beard, the same skin color, the same tattoo, the same outfit. For some reason, I couldn't make one into a Stormbringer. People, don't make you know, temporarily ban you 3, please. Stop fighting, or I'll put an end to it. It's not a fight with victors. Not ban, but, you know, can put you all 3 in the naughty corner. Like I said, there's no need to, you know, fight between you 3 over a misunderstanding and trying to figure out who's right or who's wrong. There's no need for that. Alright? I don't get annoyed that easily, but I don't see the point of fighting over such an argument. Let's all agree that everybody was wrong and had some degrees of being right, and let's end it here, because there was some concern between the three of you. You talked it out, and then you keep, you know, talking about it, like trying to figure out who's right, who's wrong, and you three don't seem to want to let it go. And it's starting to get annoying, just saying.
Tremble before me!
Thank you. I appreciate it. Because again, part of maturity, no matter your age, is to sometime figure out that there's a winning or losing battle, and you're like, alright, you said your piece, I said mine, let's move on. The battle hardened looks good. Yes, he does. We could work with him. Otherwise we'll be here all day. Well, all night for me. So we could, well, he seems to have either the personality of Neil Kaplan or Robbie Wrist, so I would need to turn him into a fake machine first. And then work on Schoon? You mean Shag? What did I say, people? How's your friend that's staying with you? Bashi's doing alright, thank you. We've been streaming the other day, Binding of Isaac. Yeah, no, we're not doing that dynamic. We are going to cleave him in half, and then, you know, to change his voice to Matthew Mercer, and then we'll burn him into becoming the Inflamed, before ending it with the Stonebringer creation. Who's your strongest? Who's your strongest what? If you have one. I wouldn't say I really have a strong Stonebringer. They can easily defeat one or the other. It's basically just based on their looks.
This is all too much bother! You pay next time!
Zero, do I really have to time you all three out?
So unfair!
Seriously,
I'm trying to leave!
I'm really starting to be annoyed with you three just arguing over pointless fight. Yeah, Dynamic, I know you said nothing. But one is adding oil to the other, who's burning, and it just creates a nasty fire. And it really starting to piss me off right now. I understand So please, you three, quit it. Zero, seriously. I'm asking. It's either this or I'm going to end the stream early because I'm seriously fuming right now. If I have mods to, you know, do the police job around my streams, it's not so that I have to, you know, put y'all in corners. I understand that you all want to put an end to this, you know, argument between you three, but you're all doing it in a manner that's really just adding oil to the fire. If I'm streaming games, it's not so that people... What I was going to do in the game is turn this guy into a Stormbringer again, and people are really... Do I have to put my foot down?
Why'd you have to freeze me? This isn't fair! Let me go!
You should let him go. No, I don't see the point. I'm just going to take him out. I don't want the game to believe that this guy is my current nemesis. Wasn't there a crazy boss battle in this? Most of the game is just you fighting different captains. There's no real boss. I mean, the only boss battle, really, if you can call him that, is basically QT and stuff. So most of the game that's interesting is just fighting orcs. Well, it's still better than Shadow Mordor. Shadow Mordor had really a disappointing fight against Sauron. How big is the open world? Well, it's actually pretty big because you've got 6. You've got Gorgoroth, you've got Sirius Ungol, you've got Minas Morgul, you've got Nurnen, you've got Seregost, and Lithlad. So you've basically got the whole of Mordor to go around. The only bosses are basically the Nazguls. Yeah, and they are basically just repeating the same moves. Bigger than Skyrim. I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. Because going around Skyrim takes much longer than going around in each region. Even if I were to just walk around all 6 regions, it would take a lot less than just going around all of Skyrim. It's still
These archers will not
a
guard
lot
you
to
for long.
walk around, and you can, go Speedy Gonzalez with his powers, and you can summon drakes, which is much more useful than riding dragons in Skyrim, which is basically just going in a circle.
From Mount Doom has a habit of spewing up out of the ground, the rat.
Well, like I said, it's not dragons in Shadow War, or well, in Shadow War it's drakes, which means they are much smaller. But that's basically the same idea. In Skyrim, dragons are weaklings.
The old king of Gondor. He'll get the
If you really want an epic fight with dragons, I'd say play well, the games I've played with dragons. Dragon Age Inquisition had some fun dragon fights. It's not the same gameplay. Because you really felt epic when you fought them in the game. Deathmonger?
Is the methodical type. Taking out the ranged combatants first? I might have done the same myself.
Have I not marked this one as a target? How come I'm fighting Deathmonger? Hear me out, Cyclops Mud.
Not so fast.
Cyclops Mud in Skyrim?
I don't know much, but one thing I do know. Long as there are living
Deathmonger
things,
is cool,
one
yeah,
of
but
them
I
is
can't
going to
really
want
do
another
much
one
with it.
dead. And that's my business. That, you could say, is the reason I am here.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but alright, well, he's gone. Alright, just skip this. Where is he? Why do I keep marking him as a target and it's taking me elsewhere? Every time. But yeah, when I was still modding Skyrim, I saw people always creating a bunch of new classes, like Jans and stuff.
When the fight comes,
So Cyclops are basically the same thing. I'm gonna poison myself. Okay, so this one is voiced by Robbie Wrist.
get back here. He's dead. Mad swine! I'm unstoppable. You don't stand a chance. Your blades and arrows won't hurt me. Only words do. Like the words of my blood brother when he mocks the length of my fingers. They're normal for someone of my size. Ah!
Alright, do you actually have a blood brother? No, you do not. So he probably just killed him because he mocked his fingers. Well, I don't need to fight him, only interact enough with him to, you know, make him my nemesis. So just listen to him a bunch of times. Yeah, he probably stole the promotion from his blood brother as revenge, as payback. Hey, I'm still on easy mode. I don't need to be on easy mode. I'm not looking for worms. If you fall in that lava, are you dead? No. You cannot actually fall in the lava, but you can step into a fire, you know, a campfire, and get burned. It's not going to actually kill you. It'll get you down on your knees until maybe somebody takes the opportunity of striking you and try to get a promotion. Or maybe a beast will walk by and try to, you know, get the promotion as well. I see no... Because this guy is not our guy.
You like that? Come back, Mansfield! The Rangers here!
Are you the poisoner or something? Yeah.
You think you've escaped it. You'll look at the little wound and...
Like I said,
oh, it's
you
just
cannot
a
jump into the
graze, you'll
lava.
think. But the damage will be done. Damage there's no coming back from.
But if you get burned by a fire, well, you slowly lose HP.
One-touch kills!
The amount of effort that went into this game, I didn't even hear or it till you. Yeah, some people are hearing Shadow Mordor or Shadow of War in this case for the first time when they see a stream, because they were not the target of the game. And basically the Nemesis system is that you create some kind of relationship with an enemy or a follower, and the strongest bond can make it so the game says, alright, this captain's going to cheat death. He's going to come back maybe once, twice, 3 times, maybe 15 times. Who knows? And it's like, really? I shot you in the eye, I threw off a cliff, you know, burned you, poisoned you, cursed you, froze you to death. You keep coming back. I chopped off your arm and leg. I cleaved you in half. You keep coming back. Who knows? This game will decide, you know, this guy is your nemesis until you cut off his head. It's not, you know, marked as a permanent kill. Yeah, but I feel when playing this game that they could have put more work into it. Like, they removed some of it from the first game.
You dirty little talk! I'll kill you for that!
So yeah, they usually have different lines of dialogues based on what you previously did to them or you just did to them. Like in this case, he didn't like me stabbing him. Like the Lucky was the best. Yeah. Also because he was from a grunt promotion. So a random grunt who basically just killed me, if you want to know Lightning. He basically just killed me, got his promotion, became a captain, and yeah, people liked him on stream. See if we could simply call a dragon like this. And yes, I know you can call the dragon from the Soul Cairn in Skyrim, but that's not the same. It's basically just playing around again. While drakes in this game, you can literally go around the map, not just the area that you're in. Where is he? Ah.
I like having numbers on my side.
Well, that's a drake. Oh, and you were mentioning Assassin's Creed earlier. Well, the fighting in this game is the same as Batman. Yeah. And you don't see the prompts, you know, for fighting because I turned them off. So it can add a bit of difficulty to the game. Kinda like Spider-Man 2. Well, I wouldn't know because I never played a Spider-Man game. And yes, if you really enjoy the Lord of the Rings stuff, well, this is, you know, in this universe, but it's been, you know, well, the character you're playing as has been completely made up, except for, you know, there's the Wraith who controls him.
Me and my boys
Lord of
here
the
are gonna
Rings,
take you apart.
the movies,
There
the
better
books.
be enough to go around.
Well, it's basically based on the universe. You know, the elf from the books. There's an elf called Celebrimbor who forged the 9 rings as well as Sauron's ring. And in this game, he forged his own to fight back against Sauron's forces, and you're trying to basically build your own army against Sauron's army. Let's see if we've got enough interactions. And as you can see, we've got the Wraith mode, so we can see certain NPCs. Basically like in Batman.
You give up too easily. Stop flying around!
Hello? Get back to your senses.
All the Dark Lord wants me to do is crush his enemies. But sometimes I want to do more. Oh, well. I'll crush you, and then I'll have some fun with what's left.
Alright, if you haven't already figured out, this guy's personality is basically just a whiner. He's always going to complain about different stuff. And I have no idea if that's enough interactions, but I can send him a death threat, which would, you know, the kind of yes, the kind of the game. So yeah, we'll see if sending him a death threat should do it. You know that I don't like dying needlessly to Captain. Just going to change this difficulty so that we get more worms. Is there a comic relief character? Well, yes, actually, you get the rat bag, who was in Shadow Mordor previously. And yeah, it's basically an orc who was really at the lowest of the low. And you helped him in the first game to, you know, become a war chief. Climb the ranks. Be recognized by others. But you were the one helping him climb the ladders. In Shadow of War, you basically meet him again, and he's been helping you, you know, capture your fortresses. Well, he hasn't been the one to help you capture the first fortress, but he's been the one telling you how to take care of the fortress. No, he hasn't actually died in the first one. He cheated death. He dies in the first game and shows up again in the second game and reveals he actually didn't die. Yeah. UFWM? What? Oh, no. You don't have that kind of fun with Ratbag. It's just, you know, a friend. Is one of your, you know, NPCs in the story mode that you're like, alright, this one is not that bad. You don't control him, you don't recruit him, he's just, you know, in the background. That's not what he meant. You know I'm old. I don't get young people's talk. Do you think the worst of every NPC? Well, honestly, Shadow Mordor and Shadow War are best at what they do, the Nemesis system, and they suck in story mode. Nobody's playing the games for the story. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to fight Sauron even if it's a cutie! No.
Shug is close by.
Well, Talion is a simp, yeah. And it's really annoying. It's like, oh, there's an early lady, I'm going to turn on my charm. Like, your wife and son died in front of you. And you're like, ah, well, you know. Action-based game, yeah.
I hear someone wants me dead. I came all the way out here, but it looks like you're too cowardly to show your face. You! Maggot! All right, I'm here. Come on then. Let's see what I drag myself out of bed for.
Alright, so in this case, we'll let him hit us to see if he's gonna have the second chat. If he does, we can confirm that he is ready to cheat death, and I would turn him into a fake machine. So we let him hurt us. Hopefully he's not an humiliator. No, good. And we see if we get a second chat. Yes, we do.
A lot of headaches. That ends now.
And we need to cleave him in half. But this is going to require the RNG to be on our side.
This dirt will run red with your blood.
Turn him into the fake machine.
Just that.
It's like when you cleave in half, you cut him in 2 pieces. He's going to come back as, you know, Frankenstein, basically. But the fake machine is when you're basically making him cheat death as the machine, but before his return, you place a machine from your garrison or something, and it stops the transformation.
I suppose it would be unsporting of me to take advantage of your weakened state. But I don't care. Gunner.
See? Cleave him in half, like this. This would turn him into the machine. But since the other guy is a random, he's not likely to become one. Just how many hours do you have in this? Months ago I looked into it and I had like 3k. Let me check. 3,555 hours in this game.
Go into
Alright, and since this guy is a tank, we're gonna have to go through his death defying.
I can't go down like this. I won't go down like this.
It really is, but it could have been made better.
That's enough! Planning to use some more of your tricks?
Oh, that's right. He's in raid? No, that's not the guy who's in raid.
I'll put you down.
Okay. So, as you can see, his HP is in the green. And I've got a rage bar. That's 1/3 of... Yeah, I mean... I've been playing this game for years, yes. So, from time to time I go back to it, but not every day, so...
Kill me if you must, but you can't beat us. Uruks are taking over, see? We're the new kings.
Alright. Let's see if I can cleave him in half. Nope. That's just chopping off his arms. This move could also turn him into the machine, but yeah, that's not a certainty.
Zog and his acolytes have been cleansed by fire, but Mordor is not yet yours.
Alright, come on. Okay. And as you can see, I stopped the game before it, you know, loaded the...
Shug is close by.
Seriously getting tired of the chat fighting each other over nothing. Well, actually, men and women elves will turn into orcs, so some might just be female in a previous life.
Man swine! Why'd you go and get me out here? I've got better things to do. Let's just get this mess over with.
Are there centaurs? I don't think there are centaurs in the Lord of the Ring universe, but I'm no expert. I know there's a bunch of races of elves.
Oh, sure.
Same
Now
goes for dwarves, orcs, goblins. Men are basically the same in this game. Alright, hit me. Nope. No. Hit me.
They always
Come on. Come on. That's not hitting me. That's not a real attack. Come on. I want the second chat.
This won't hurt me.
Second chat,
I'll put
please.
you down right.
Thank you.
Finally.
How about crazy mythical like Pegasus? I
No
don't.
move for your troublemaking.
there would be all kinds of monsters.
You maggot! Here we are, face to face. Wait, you look half dead. That's no fun. This is like someone eating half me dinner. No, I'll still finish you off.
I think there is, because there's a bunch of games about the Lord of the Rings. Because he's an assassin. He's a very annoying assassin.
Anyone? Are you doing that again? I can't get free!
Alright, so we're going to recruit him.
Sir, the Bright Lord! I will be your chosen.
Not the Lord of the Ring, like it's its own thing. Imagine if they made Talion canon. I mean, they could. There's nothing that would really prevent you know, the creation of characters like Talion.
You need help? All
But
right.
yeah, I agree that Baranor would be a much better character, I think.
Want you dead!
Oh yeah. Did we get the second chat from this guy, or?
I like it. Give it up.
I don't think we did get the second chat from this guy. Or did we? I was interrupted by the assassin, so I can't say.
Looks like I got myself all worked up over your death threat for nothing.
What if Pash kills Shag? Then we wouldn't be getting the machine. You should accept your death. I mean, that's fair. It makes him more likely to come back as the machine and makes him our nemesis. Oh, and I'm going to make sure that our guy... Oh, the untouchable, alright. We'll make sure that our guy... gets his head popped off for interrupting us. So come here.
This world is bloody and smoke and
Suppose you need help.
This world is ours.
You
for
did
the taking.
predictions on
It is
Inscription.
ours to set
What
free.
did you predict? I love channel point gambling. I want the intel, but this guy is in the way. And I heard a sniper somewhere. You like the fisherman, or... Yeah, I saw the sniper as well. The trader or the hunter. They're basically the same thing, yeah. The fisherman is... I mean, it's easy to fool him like, hey, fish a pelt instead of, you know, giving him a squirrel or something.
It's only in the mind. Get this scum off me!
How long did it take you to beat Skullstorm? Well, because of the egg deck, it takes forever. And what other deck is there to be annoyed by? The bone deck? Oh, yeah. You know, the one with the raccoon and you got the invasion or what? What invasion? Well, the Mantis God, obviously, even if you have to deal with the ringworm.
You to pieces!
I have a very annoying archer grunt up there. Toad frog and the toad, the frog, and the wolf. Second best, I mean, is the starting one. I find like I can't wait to just be done with the deck of the Stone Frog and Wolf when I've got to deal with them. But yeah, the Mantis God obviously is the best. No question.
Come closer, filthy man! He's come back!
The idea of the test to let one Olog come back with the Iron Jaw, then kill the other Olog, as that is how I got the slash face at long last. It will let you know how it will go. I mean, it doesn't always work like that, because I've done some testing and I got 2 Ologs to cheat death with the Iron Jaw. One as the survivor, one as himself, and then I tried to do it with another, and he would not cheat death with anything other than his not messed up face, but no slash face. Yeah, the Drake would be a good idea. So yeah, the slash face is one of those death cheaters that really are difficult to create. Isn't there a bone deck? Like I said, yes, the bone deck is infuriating to play. It's got the raccoon, the what else? But yeah, the bone deck is really annoying because you don't have bones begin with. You've got cards to sacrifice and stuff. I mean, the raccoon is okay if you place its sigil on something better. Okay, let's title this Battle Harden. You know. The ant deck is underestimated, I say. Because you can really, you know, build the damage. Yes.
Shug is close by.
I find it more likely to find more ant cards from random encounters.
I came all the way out here to face whoever.
And you're more likely to have at least 4 damage stacked.
Ridiculous. Manfield! Why are you here? You put a death threat on me and I responded by killing you. That means stay away, not try again.
Well, yeah. Like I said, you're more likely to find ants in random encounters than anything. Once you've got the ant deck. Or the bugs. Alright, again, hit me, we get the second chat, confirm that we actually do get it. And then I try to cleave him in half.
It's an awfully marked up.
Yes.
You know how hot this thing is? My hand is burning just holding it. You'd better make this worth it by dying.
Well, if you're playing in Casey's mod, the pelts are much more useful.
Just die.
Seriously? Oh. He killed me with his
This would be
AoE,
a
alright.
real fight, what with your death threat and
Well,
everything.
this time I'm just going to go
What a
back
disappointment.
before the fight. Because, you know, I'm not going to look for a worm every now and then and risk having him get the mount. Omi, do you think there is a way to play more people co-op Binding of Isaac? Bashi said that by the looks of it, no, it's just 2 people. And how does Lunlow play 4 at the same time? I don't know who that is. Well, I wouldn't know. I don't play Binding of Isaac that much, and it's the first time I do co-op. I need channel points to make you play a hard game. Well, Dynamic wants me to play Pal World. So, who knows?
Zog and his acolytes have been cleansed
Fortnite?
by fire,
Oh, you want to
but
kill me?
Mordor is not yet yours.
Remember I had you play Brawlhalla and we played... Yeah, I remember. It was a high viewer count stream. Well, I've had like a stream with 50 viewers on Twitch when I was streaming Mortal Shell in the early days. That's how I got to the what do they call it now?
Shang is close by.
What's the term on Twitch? Not the partner. But, oh my friend, get. Hey Shadow, how you doing? But people are pretty active when I'm streaming Shadow War because, you know, not that many
I
people
hear
are streaming
someone
this
wants
game.
me dead. I came all the way out here, but it looks like you're too cowardly to show your face. Let me out of... Hey! I killed you after you put a death threat on me. You should be hiding your face in shame right now. Not here fighting me. What's wrong with you?
Alright, so let's be careful. Oh yeah, I'm playing on Gravewalker, that's why I died so quickly. I usually play on Brutal. Brutal is... He started to pop up. Oh. Something's wrong with the connection. I was teaching you and come. Oh, yeah. I'm a follower of Capybara Pistola. Your channel appeared as a suggestion. Oh! Who's Capybara Pistola?
No, this is wrong. You won't kill me today.
Yeah. That's fine. Hit
Planning to
me
use some more
once.
of your tricks.
Well, more than once. No, I don't think we need the second chance. Pretty sure the game still knows that this guy can be resurrected as the machine. They just look like big goblins. Who does?
That's enough. Try that one again. Go on. I'll put you now. That's enough.
He's an orc editor. He has a channel here on YouTube about Shadow War. An orc editor? Ah. What kind of orc editor?
Curse you all.
Legit or are they using cheated? Ah, that's not the cleave. That's not the kill we want. YouTube turnout is always higher than Twitch. Yes. I've got over 920 924 subs. So yeah, it's a bit more quiet on Twitch. Hopefully you hit it by June. Maybe. So yeah, we have to kill him again differently because we can't use my technique that I would use during the, because the execution for machine, when I move on the right, chop off his arm and stab in his brain, that's not going to turn a savage into a machine. It's not like trying to do it on a warrior, hunter, or, you know, archer. For some reason, it doesn't work the same, so you have to really cleave him in half to get the machine. But yeah, this weekend I might just stream some Inscription.
Zog and his acolytes have been cleansed
Would I
by
stream? I think it would be nice to stream Casey's mod. I played the main story mode so often. How was your experience? It was pretty fun actually. It was also fun to play with Bashi. I wish we could play with more than, 2 people, but I don't know how. You should torture yourself in Skullstorm with Mantis God. Well, I would start a fresh Casey's mod, so I would start with nothing first.
I hear someone wants me dead. I came all the way out here.
I know.
It looks like you're too cowardly to show your face. Hey!
You're talking to Zero.
On me, and I responded by killing you. That means you should leave me alone. Can't you take a hint?
Well, not everybody speaks English, Lightning. Me, I speak French, so I thought at first Shag was kind of like Shiv. It's just not the same way. You don't use the same weapon. Hit me. We get the second chat. Get this out of the way. That's the confirmation that he's ready to cheat death.
Burning just holding it. You'd better make this worth it by dying.
But yes, Zero's first language is not English either, so, we don't have all the English slangs.
Come on, give us a good fire.
But I'm learning. Got a lot of HP. He's not even losing HP, or am I crazy? Okay. Am I so weak that I barely did anything to this guy?
Stop touching me!
I never heard you speak in poor English. Well, thank you. I tried to, but better myself over the years. But I'm still making mistakes.
They are what?
Well, yeah, he's a tank, but usually they take more damage than that, but, you know. Oh, I get it! It's because I'm still on Gravewalker difficulty. Like I said, I'm used to playing on Brutal.
I'll put you down.
Gravewalker is just making everybody a
This is
damage
wrong.
sponge.
You won't kill me today.
When do you learn to start speaking? When did you start to learn speaking English? I started when I was 20 years old. So, you know, 11 years ago. I started, well, basically on my own. Because school was mostly focused on, you know, teachers becoming friends with cool kids more than teaching. Yes, it's pretty obvious.
Let's see.
How long you gonna stream for? Well, because of this guy's transformation, might take some time. This is annoying. Burn. Thank you.
I'll put you down right now.
No, you don't. I mean, for today. Well, like I said, it depends. If I get him to become the machine, I think that would be all for the stream. So let's see. Let's try to cleave him in half, at least.
Join the host of Mordor, they said. It's an Uruk's life, they said.
Yes! We got it on the first try. He says, after failing a bunch. Yeah, well, it's not the one who's been eating the most stabs in my streams. So yeah, we finally got him to become a soon-to-be machine. But before his return,
Well
so he
finished.
died at
You seem to hesitate at the
6:42:43.
start. Critique me later. We would.
There's a tracker. You know what? I'm also being tracked right now by a Drake. Because I cannot teleport. Where's the Drake? Do you see a Drake? Or is he... You're being tracked by a Drake because you're... No, I'm not. I really don't see any Drakes, and yet I cannot teleport because oh, there's one way in the distance. Really? Way in the distance to the left. And the game is like, no, you cannot teleport. You're in danger. This is one of the most annoying thing about this game. A 31 years old kid. Why? What do we do now? Well, we stay busy. We could do some you know, pit fights, I guess. We could see if this merchant can defend himself. Oh. Immune to range. Great. Well, he's not immune to stealth. Oh, that's not the merchant, that's... what? Bone collector or something? Boom. Immune to range, immune to executions. Who are you? Well, like I said, we're going to watch pit fights with this guy, I guess.
Chosen.
So yeah, we'll send him in the pit fights until we go to,
I have your back.
you know, the moment that our guy is supposed to come back from death. And you know, we place a machine to make him a fake machine, and the stream will end, because the next one would be the transformation into the Inflamed. So yeah, he should be stacking the scars. He's got already the scratches on his right, so you know.
Now let's see if you can get past me. Get ready to die then. You'll be my suffocator. Rip and rend.
Really? Distracted by the grass.
Cut you apart.
And our camera is fixed in this angle. Okay. Our guy is just, you know, confused. Well, if he died this easily against him, then he deserves to die.
Death and blood. That's how you do it. Take it off, legs! Do not fear the fire.
Well, he should have known that the one who's right next to him is the captain.
You won't catch me.
What did you do today, man? I slept and I got ready for the stream. Basically, that's my whole day. And again, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be busy with the taxes. Yay!
You will join me. I will serve the Great Lord. The Great Lord. Yes, sir. Good one.
Okay, now it's your turn to go through the pit fights. Well, like I said, I haven't done much today. I'm just relaxed. You get tax
You
on
had a
income
good
from
run,
Twitch.
But it ain't.
Well, I
here.
had to fill out
You.
the
You'll
form
be in the dirt in no
because the
time.
IRS was like, hey, you know, you're receiving like something like 10 cents for one ad or something. It's like, okay, and how do I fill those papers? They're like, oh, you know, if you don't do them, we'll take a percentage of your profits. So like, look, I don't, like, if I get $7 for a month, I'm rich. So they take a certain percentage from what I get. And there you have it. I mean, like I said, I got taxed on Twitch, but not because I'm really getting rich on it. Like I said, if I get like $7 in a month. Really? What are you terrified by?
I think you broke him.
Really? He's terrified just meeting me. Alright.
Join my army. I will see your commands through.
Taxes, I'm alright when it's in Canada. Because if you're taxed for healthcare, fine, sure, because all our money is pooled into one money bag. That's basically like, oh, you got hurt, you have to go to the hospital, don't worry, you don't have to pay 5k just to take the ambulance. Like in the US. In the US they're like, oh, you know, we don't tax people, but you just meet the doctor for a cough and you leave with, you know, 2k of bills and stuff. And Trump was like, Canada should become the 51st state because you'd have a better healthcare. Like, fuck you!
To the beacon.
Whatever you say, boss.
And just because I said that, they were like, alright, El Salvador with you. It's just how the US are today. Sand spider,
Get ready to
almost.
die. Another damn glob to kill.
Yeah, they did. And then they're like, oh no, he promised us to make, you know, groceries easier. Oh no! It's like, you're stupid enough to vote for him. It's like... Yeah, I know it looks like this. And then keep firing people everywhere, like, oh, we have to hire them back!
It's gonna explode!
And yeah. And I don't know if you know this, but Trump has tried this technique, this method of reverse psychology, like, oh, I don't like Polyev, I'm all for the Liberal Party in Canada. It's like, that doesn't work. We're not falling for this, we're not stupid like MAGA. He wants Pierre Polyev, who's basically Maple MAGA, to be elected, but he's going to be like, oh no, I don't like him because he called me stupid. It's like, I'm not a liberal. I'm not conservative either. And I'm still going to vote for liberal this year. To say fuck you to Trump.
And see how well you play dead when you're dead! You're going to be my next victim! Look, it's a carnivore!
Vice President. Oh, J.D. Vance? Yeah. They've got the same mind. And they attack everybody like, oh, Greenland! And they are all in the same bunch. It's just that Trump is much dumber. They're all racist and dumb, but Trump is just richer and dumber. Well, he's not as rich as, you know, Elon Musk, but billionaires are just assholes. No matter who they are assholes. You're not going to encounter a billionaire who's, you know, for the people. Yeah, Nazi Musk. And they tried to defend his Nazi salute. Like, oh no, that's not what he meant. No! He's not even American. And they're all saying, oh yeah, he's our guy. Yeah, they elected him. And it just shows that he's a felon. Yeah, he's a felon, and people in MAGA are like, oh yeah, he's our man. Maggot guy, yeah.
I'm not impressed.
But yeah, just because I'm talking against Trump and I'm Canadian, again, if I were to, you know, visit the US, I would be arrested and sent to El Salvador, never to be seen again. That's just how the US have changed today.
Ready for this? You're dead! Yes! Face me, beast!
Well, I'm not from France, but I'd still go to France over the US any day. Yeah, what's the name of the guy who was mistakenly sent to El Salvador and decided, oopsie doozy, we can't do anything about it, so let's forget this ever happened, and he's done for, that's it, we don't have the power to bring him back, which is bullshit, because they just got the money from the prison for everybody there standing there.
Get ready for an explosion!
So yeah, I'm feeling very sorry for all my American friends, but your country is now, you know, a fascist story. A fascist country. It's gonna have its page in the history of fascism, but you know, and it's going to take years after Trump, if there's still elections going on, of course. It's going to take years before it gets fixed by his blunder. Well, dumb enough to say, but it's not about being dumb. Because yeah, those who elected him are dumb, but also evil. You can't vote for a felon like that and sleep at night saying, yeah, I did good today. I did my part to improve the world. They can't go to sleep like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm ruining the lives of others I don't know, who are my neighbors, because, you know, I hate them just because they look and think differently from me. That's basically MAGA. Evil and dumb. Yeah, they voted for others to suffer, and they're like, oh no! We are suffering too! Remember, he died at 6:43. So he should come back at 7:30.
Inferior man swine! Your attack is not enough to end me!
Oh yeah, he even wants to make a law about citizenship. Like, if you're born in the US, you're no longer a citizen of the US. How stupid is that? That's one of his plans. Really? You're born in the US, you're no longer considered a US citizen. What? Only people would buy his gold cards, which is a scam? People in the US always talking about the Constitution, and they're like, oh, well, now that he's here, you can change them. You can change them. Doesn't matter to us. We're fine with that. You know, if he was to change things like the Constitution to bear arms, then you'd see MAGA really pissed off. It's not about deporting their family members. You know, their wives or husbands are sent to El Salvador. Oh, no problem. But if you take away their weapons, oh no. Only 1 million? Was it not like 5 millions? And the guy said, oh yeah, even obligates in Russia could buy them. You know, I know a lot of good obligates. Friendly guys. He's like, really?
Get the abomination off my back! I will flagellate you!
Oh, it's one. Yeah. I never know how the new birth rate is gonna work. Well, he's always like ignoring the law, the court. Like, the court is against me? My new law? Oh, Well, I'm going to ignore it. That's basically what it keeps doing.
Get this scum off me!
Yeah, I think the US really needs to be humbled by the rest of the world for really people in the street to take up arms against their own government and say, okay, that's enough, we want to, you know, reset the whole thing.
You test my devotion!
Where's that? We wish.
Strike this pretender off me!
Where's Deadshot? Well, Deadshot would be for hire, but I know that the character of a Deadshot is against dictators. So,
You leave me
Oh.
too. Any other orc
Hey,
would have
he came
died,
back
but
early.
I survived.
that's not
More than
fair.
that, I thrived. My brothers put me back together, stronger than ever. But they didn't make me into what I am. You did.
He was
You
supposed to come back
created the machine.
in about, you know, 7-8 minutes. Yeah, it's crushing everything. Oh, and you know what I saw today in the news? China basically dropped its order of oil from the US by 90% and increased its purchases of Canadian oil by 700%. Just another fuck you to Trump. So many layoffs. Yes, like I said, the US are, you know, yeah, doesn't change the fact that he's going to be like, try to take me away from my job and see, because he basically controls the law now in the US. Don't even get me started on who he elected for head of there. Oh yeah, the anti-vax guy.
Zog and his acolytes have been cleansed by fire, but Mordor is not yet yours.
We have to cleave him in half again. Should have made a backup after he died, then we would have been sure. Yeah, measles are back in the US. Oh, and I also heard something, may or may not be true, but I've heard that there are about 10 states in the US who would be willing to, you know, join Canada. You know, that would be so hilarious. His speech about making Canada the 51st state and then would be reduced to, oh, let's make Canada our 41st state instead, because he would lose 10. No way it would happen. You never know. I doubt it would happen, but it would be hilarious.
I hear someone wants me dead. I came all the way out here, but it looks like you're too cowardly to show your face. Let's get this. Hey! What is wrong with you? You still want to kill me after your pathetic death threat on me led to your death? Do you not know how to learn a lesson?
Yeah, it is. A pretty dumb empire. But yeah, he would be like, oh, we're going to make Canada a 51st state, they'll love it. And then it drops to 41st state. It's like they'd have to remove a bunch of stars on their flag. Just hit me, we get the second shot, and maybe you win two, and that's it. Because he wants the minerals and stuff. He wants the resources, same for Canada. Like he said, he doesn't want anything from Canada, but he wants Canada. But he doesn't want anything from Canada. But he wants Canada. But we are nasty people. But he loves Canadian. But he hates us because we're nasty. But he wants what's good for Canadians. But we're the worst Indians. It's like, who are you trying to convince of your arguments that keep going 180 over and over and over? No, you don't. Literally one bomb would take it out. And that would be so dumb also of Russia going nuclear on Ukraine. They are right next door. Oh, I think, you know, Trump is already in bed with North Korea as well. You know, he hasn't, you know, imposed any tariffs against him, but against penguins? Oh, yeah, sure. Enraged by what? Poison?
Shag.
Enraged by poison.
What is it you want out of me?
Literally would have taken it. Anything would have been better than Trump. But I'm guessing it's not the fact that Kamala Harris was, you know, a Democrat that people didn't vote for her. It was because she was a woman. Twice now that a woman lost to Trump. And you know the Democrats really have weak, you know, people on their side. And when they have a strong one, the rest of the US are like, no! They voted for Obama because he was a man. But Kamala, no.
I'm keeping it up.
And yeah, when you've got a talk with a MAGA member, they always say the same bullshit. Yeah. Like I said, I'm neither a liberal or conservative, and I was getting sick of liberals for years because of Justin Trudeau. But Carney, he's not a politician. Carney works at the bank. He knows how to, you know,
Now this is
get the
more
economy
like it.
back
Why
on track
can't
for
everyone who
Canadians.
threatens my life be
So I'm
as
like,
easy
yeah,
to
sure.
kill as
Because I'm
you?
never going to vote for Polyev, who's basically Maple Mega. Bloc Québécois. Oh yeah, an independent Quebec. You know how useful that is right now? Not at all. The US would be like, oh yeah, then if Quebec separates itself and becomes its own country, if it separates from Canada, the US would be like, alright, it's not part of NATO, we can invade it, annex it, and that's it. And it would seriously wound Canada. And then NPD just is weak. So you've got conservative with Polyev, with Maple Mega. We've got liberals with Mark Carney, who's, you know, making the economy better by making deals with everybody else. So yes, I'm going to vote liberal, even if I'm not liberal. Are we even still a part of NATO? Was there not a talk about Trump wanting to leave NATO? No, I'm not ending the stream. I have to start over because the guy died. And I have to change the difficulty because I keep getting back into it
Zog
and it
his
switches
acolytes
back
have
to
been cleansed by
Gravewalker.
fire,
And I
but
really
Mordor
don't
is
like
not yet
Gravewalker.
yours.
It just makes them damage sponges. It doesn't make the game harder. It just makes it stupidly sponge damage. Damage sponge. I'm just going to make a backup of this. But yeah, the US are just going mad. And yeah, did you see how much a PS5 is gonna cost? 1300. Yeah. Well, I never looked at buying a PS5 here in Canada anyway. I got the PS4 when the pandemic or the COVID first started because like, oh, then I guess I'm gonna try to play God of War on PS4 until, you know, switch to... Well, it didn't switch, but it allowed Steam to play it.
Shug is close by.
Yeah, the US are really going to pay for it in many ways.
I hear someone wants me dead. I came all the way out here, but it looks like you're too cowardly to show your face.
So yeah, I'm pretty glad to be born Canadian.
What is wrong with you? You still want to kill me after your pathetic death threat on me led to your death?
Yeah,
Do you not know how to learn a lesson?
lots of protests, but nothing happens. Because that's the problem with democracy. Democracy, I'm all for it. But nobody is using democracy more than those who are against it. Because once they take control because of it, they won't let it go, and democracy is out the window. Because like, no, nobody's going to take me off my throne. And yeah, people are protesting, but it just shows up in the news and that's it. Do you think Trump cares? No, he's just going to golf.
Dirty brain, die already!
whenever something bad happens, he's off to golf.
My hand is burning just holding it. You better make
Yeah, your
this worth
country
it,
really
my
is.
guy.
Well, actually, they're saying that it's the worst recession in US history.
Come on.
In the US history, from what I've heard, it's the worst recession. I think so, yeah. From what I've heard. And it's been only a couple of months since he took office, you know? So am I. So am I.
I can't go down like this. I won't go down like this.
Like when I saw the news story. Yeah, I heard about the Pope's death. Not that it really changed anything for me. Hi, Sirius. Sirius, how you doing? It was all I thought was him.
You're cheating.
It's just this. It's not just fate. It's people. People are dumb.
Help! Anyone!
I need to.
Just
Okay, now I can get the machine transformation. Because if I got the full rage bar, I think I can't
why me?
get the cleave.
Why me?
Nope, that's just sword to the heart. Well, you know what? I think this stream is a failure. It's going to be for the next one. So, yeah. I'm a bit tired. I have to walk the dog and maybe some. So, yeah. Is this Uruk annoying? It's not that this Uruk is annoying, it's that the fact that he's a savage, I can't just do the same executions I would do and just, like I said, knock him on the ground with Shadow Strike, place yourself on the right, chop off his arm, stab his brain and wait for him to come back as the machine. And earlier today we saw that he cheated death before reaching the 30 minutes. So we have to do it again, but that's not going to be today. Alright, no problem, you'll let me know in the DMs. So yeah, this stream went nowhere basically. Yep. Have a good night and thank you for watching.